Good morning, guys. Okay, I'm here to talk to you about serotonin, diabetes, and cancer. So in a study done by the Taiwan Health Insurance, they were able to determine that women who were taking antidepressants had an increased likelihood of developing breast cancer. Now, we have to ask ourselves as to why this association comes into effect, and has the potential correlation to the effect that serotonin has on beta cells in the pancreas. You see, serotonin mediates the increased release of insulin through beta cells, and in doing so, it can actually help those who are going through hypoglycemia or those who are having issues toward trending of type 1 diabetes. However, in the circumstance whereby excessive insulin is continually being released, what happens is the eventual outcome of desensitization to the hormone starts to take effect, which requires the body to continue to release more and more insulin in order to create its ability to transport glucose along with all the amino acids and nutrients that it carries into the cell structure itself. So we have to ask ourselves here, the impact of serotonin. How do we modulate serotonin's production, utility, and very importantly, where do we actually improve its production and utility in the body? An increase of serotonin production in the gut has got an affinity to increase the likelihood of gastritis, in other words, gastric inflammation, and it does this also by instigating certain receptors that can mediate cytokine responses and pro-inflammatory outcomes within the gut itself. One of the big underlying negative impacts of excessive serotonin in the gut is the increased release of zonulin and oculin, which are two binding proteins that help to ensure the integrity of the tight junctions within our intestinal mucosa. So when we are looking to improve on our blood glucose utility, improve on our mood, improve on our ability to be able to regulate cell autophagy, as well as cellular renewal and replication, we really need to look into how we can improve the utilization of tryptophan and the direction of where it is actually sent in order to produce more serotonin. One of the big mediating factors to this is actually vitamin D status, which has an impact on an enzyme called tryptophan hydroxylase 2, instead of increasing the activity of tryptophan hydroxylase 1, the former being a antagonist to the increased production of serotonin in the brain, as opposed to increased serotonin production in the periphery. So if you are having issues with your mood, or if you are having issues with blood sugar regulation, any type of hypoglycemic or hyperglycemic issues, you may want to take a look into ways in which to regulate and modulate the impact of serotonin production as a whole. From me, Justin McGuire, hope you guys have an amazing day.